Welcome to 4 Shots Later. I'm Steph Marie.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Janine.
And I'm Joy Nicole.
And we have our special guest today, 10 times Grammy Award winning Bryan-Michael Cox.
Let's cheers to that. That's all I got. Yes.
Cheers to the Grammys. We've been talking about this podcast for a minute. I'm glad you ladies have invited me on here.
You're our first guest. Are you honored?
That's beautiful. I'm honored.
Yeah.
I'm so honored. I love you guys. You know that.
He was a regular on our show when me and Brittany used to have our live cocktail class. But now we are 4 Shots Later.
Which I love. First of all, I want to say I love the concept. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Like that, you know.
I know.
You got Janine and Joy in here. Jesus Christ.
Right.
We getting ready to.
It's well
You're about
rounded.
to turn up.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is perfect. Like, why didn't I think of this? This was great.
Oh, well, you can pitch this to any network if you
Oh, no, I
want.
will.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after, off camera. Get the business together.
I mean, if y'all wondering why we have like our letters on and our good old Spellman. Brian, I don't know where your CAU stuff is. Did you
I
not
know.
get the memo?
I was supposed to actually.
He got the memo.
I got the memo. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But Clark University's in the building.
Okay.
Yes,
This
good
is
old
our.
CAU.
This is our.
And I'm
homecoming
repping the
episode.
streets.
Yeah.
Chicago.
You know what I'm saying?
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town University. University of the streets.
I'm representing the streets. It's amazing.
This is our homecoming episode.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, let's cheers to that.
Cheers.
Right, hence the solo cups.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And the secret.
Y'all got a sponsorship with Solo?
We need that.
You
We need
know what I'm
that.
Yeah, I mean, let's get that. Hold on, y'all see you red cup? You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, so this is the first episode that I have not made a cocktail, like demonstrated a cocktail, because we are sipping on my famous yet secret recipe.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Mercy.
Why is it a secret? Well, I mean,
Because, bitch, I sell this.
okay.
People
Okay,
bad
now
as
we know.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I will tell you a few ingredients.
Yeah.
Fruit.
Okay.
I can't.
Fruit.
I use apples and oranges. You know, what else do I use?
Really good.
Plum.
It is good, though.
It's really.
Little
You
cinnamon.
use the sangria
Oh, the
base.
cinnamon. I was like,
You don't give it away in a minute.
Oh, I was like,
And, you know, okay, that's all.
All right.
That's what's in there.
Great.
Top it with a little love.
And
Yeah.
top it with a little
Top
love.
it with a little love. This is strong,
What's the name
people.
for it?
It's
You have a
strong.
name?
It's strong. It's good, though.
Stephanie's famous sangria.
I think we need to work on your marketing plan.
I'm not mad at Stephanie's famous sangria.
We
We got to get a better name. I'm not.
Yeah.
don't
Why?
gas it like that. That is trash.
Yeah, we
In
need to.
Stephanie's, in the words of, Stephanie's famous words, that's trash.
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
I think it's fantastic.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's it.
This is
Now.
great, ladies.
All right, that was
This is really
quick.
good, though,
I
people.
didn't know how to feel without you, like.
I know.
I know,
it up.
demonstrating.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know.
But we'll go into hot topics
Hot
right
topics.
away.
Oh,
Right
shuck it, ducky.
away.
As long as I can add like a couple.
Yeah, absolutely. Is 2023 the year of the breakup? Because like I have 3 couples that have broken up. So first, Tamar Braxton and her fiance.
Already?
Yes, you missed that?
Wait a second. Hold on.
This year, didn't they?
They just got
They
together.
just got together.
together. He posted an announcement.
And then he said,
Then he- then he
"Please
get
give me
together on
some
the show?
time for privacy." But yet you posting all over the goddamn.
Well, because they got together publicly, so I understand. What
But he
that
was a
is.
clown.
Ooh.
I mean, he's
nobody
always been a fucking
cares.
clown and a
Nobody
joke.
also
You know what I'm
cares.
saying?
It's another hot topic.
Let's
that
go.
Oh, we could just move this, Brian.
I'm just,
Oh, you-
no, just my back.
Oh, you're back.
Is that old age?
Do you need
It's
a
on
pillow?
age. I'm good. I just need to straighten up. I'm not, I ain't worried about the mic.
You know, this sangria is making me a little warm in here.
Is it the sangria or is it Brian talking about his back?
My back.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just wondered
Wait a
because
minute now.
It didn't happen until he started.
We're gonna go
No,
to hot
but I've
topic.
been a little hot. You know what I mean? A little
Okay,
hot.
so
'Cause y'all gotta make me
Tamar
hot.
is back single. Okay.
That's so crazy.
Did you guys hear about Will and Jada today?
Yeah, it's not
Yes. Okay.
Wait, I didn't. I haven't been.
She admitted that they've been separated
For
for
7 years.
7 years
2016.
since 2016, and that they're still working through their problems to figure it out.
But they're
I
never
mean,
gonna get a divorce.
but through 2016, y'all still ain't motherfucking figured it out.
Hey, man.
So my question is, was they separated when she was fucking on Austin, or what's his name?
Yes.
Alcina?
That's basically what this is about.
That's
Yeah.
why. I mean,
So Chris Rock got slapped for no reason.
Yes.
No, he still disrespected.
No, what happened was they said that Chris Rock
It's a
asked her out.
comedy.
No, what they said that Chris Rock asked her out.
Yeah.
That's it. What they said was the rumors about the divorce was going around, and then Chris Rock called her up like, "Hey, let me take you to dinner." That's what was said.
oh, you deserve that
and
slap.
she was like, "Yo."
Oh, but they made I thought he just made a joke about the alopecia. That's not what it was about.
But it was
They're
still
saying
too
that
close.
before,
It was still too close.
It said before he was like trying to, he heard about the divorce. He was trying to. He's single.
Don't he date Asian women or something?
Oh gosh.
I'm still stuck on the
You
fact
can
that
still
they've
like
been
everything.
separated since 2000. What you say, 16?
I used to love Jada, but I've been turned off on her since
I'm surprised.
Low Down Dirty Shame.
My man.
Since that far back? God damn.
Yeah.
Point, Joy.
Yeah.
That's really far. That's really far.
Like, set it off.
Right.
What
Oh
else?
yeah, I liked her and set it off.
Okay.
But I mean,
She
she's
had a
kind of
whole,
lost
like,
it since
run
then.
A slew.
On what else?
Okay. She had a whole run on like a show,
What show?
like a series.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know what
Y'all
show.
don't know what show she was on?
On like primetime TV.
It doesn't matter. anymore.
Okay.
The
No.
fact that y'all
Set
can't
it off was
remember
the
it is
last thing
crazy.
for me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah, she's
All right.
lost it.
So what other couple?
Go ahead.
This is not a breakup. This is like a new couple.
Okay.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Another one that we do not care about.
Do not care, right?
He went back home. He said, "I'm tired of you."
Oh,
no.
I'm going back. He
Anyway.
turned around and looked like a state trooper and cut the beard off and
I was
everything.
about to say, the
He
mustache was
went
a
back
lot for me.
home.
Yeah, the
I always,
mustache was a
I
lot.
always say
went
that.
back home.
I always
But
say
did
that.
y'all also see Kayla Nicole's her message to her little PSA she just put out for black women?
Yeah, that was
I
interesting.
was all for it.
Yeah.
It resonated.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it
her
was
DMs
cute.
are full now.
That's cute.
What'd you say?
DMs
I'm pretty sure her DMs are full.
Oh, I know they're
She's
out.
great
They
now.
are too. She's
Yeah,
a
no, I
very
agree.
beautiful girl.
Yeah.
But you know what I didn't like?
She's fine. I
You was
should say.
Kayla.
You in the DMs?
I'm not gonna say if I was in the DMs or not,
Was or is?
was or not.
Was or not.
What's her is?
I felt like the previous girlfriend. See, I didn't know that he was on a talk show. I mean, on a
Reality.
That's
a
where he met
reality
Kayla.
show.
Yeah, it was a reality show.
No.
And
That
there
wasn't
was
Miss Kayla?
no,
Oh, I thought that she won.
no. It was another girl, and she wanted to say that he was a narcissist and talk about how I don't know. Basically, he's a narcissist. But she really needed the clout to kind of say that I was the first girlfriend.
I feel like I saw.
Did y'all see that?
She did an interview for like Access Hollywood or one of those type of shows where she was just saying, "Oh, I had him first," basically, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Are you that desperate? You
needed
need
her
to go on
5
TV?"
seconds.
I had him first.
Yeah.
You know?
But I,
I hope
that
they
Kayla
paid her
has
a lot
not
for
taken
that.
those pictures down off her
I
social
mean, who
media.
cares?
Oh, Kayla hasn't
What
taken
pictures?
her and
Pictures of
Travis.
Dope.
Nothing related to the Chiefs. They're all still very much relevant on her Instagram
Wow.
feed.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Cold blooded.
I guess that wasn't that interesting to me. I'm sorry, guys.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just tired of like I actually enjoy football, so I don't
Yeah.
want to see I want to see the replay. I don't want to see Taylor Swift going. No,
Oh no,
I'm
yeah.
good.
I mean, she's a big. She's such a big star. Though,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know,
They're gonna put
I'm
that up.
I'm over
that's
it.
what it is.
Okay, next.
Next, y'all done with that one real quick.
Yes.
Drake
Drake.
do that when I wanted to pass on motherfucking
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Okay, go ahead.
Because I had a point, but anywho, Drake and Joe Budden, we're out of relationships
B,
now.
you go first because I would love your
let's
take
hear
on
it.
that.
Drake and Joe Budden. I think they're coming from two different vantage points. I think I think Joe Budden has a point. If you came into the game, Drake's early fans, Drake was a rapidy rap dude. You know what I'm
sure,
saying? Like he's a dude that people respected as an MC. So for a guy like Joe Budden who has a mic and is opinionated, you know what I mean? I don't know if I don't think it was that bad. I think that Drake just took it way more personal than. I don't think with Joe, his approach was bad. I think Joe was actually bigging him up.
He was.
And then telling him like, yo, man, but on Drake's side, it's like the reason why Drake is still Drake is because he's able to tap in with the youth the way he's able to.
Yeah.
So it's really like, do I listen to, if I'm Drake, do I listen to Joe Budden, or do I look at the 450,000 albums I sold this week and the 15 million? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and me connecting with the youth and doing.
I think it's hard to hear critiques from people that's not doing
At that level.
you don't respect as much anymore.
But I mean,
That's
you used
the
to
whole
respect
point.
him. That's
Exactly.
the point. The
Okay,
point
so
is,
do you think it was fair for him to call him a failure?
no,
Yeah, no.
it was not fair because
But is he a failure?
he's not.
You know
The
he
numbers
ain't no
don't
failure.
lie.
Just asking.
He's not a failure. I mean, there's so many rappers, so many artists in that space. Now, he's not active like some of these other artists who are still active. But if you watch the BET Hip Hop Awards or watch anything that got to do with like hip hop and rappers that are still rapping from
Yeah,
that
you
era,
can't- yeah.
like, then that means that Drake just basically called all of those people failures.
You can't
know what I
take
mean?
away from the legacy and the history of what these rappers did for you,
Yeah.
Drake. Because
Like Drake, there's footage
you
of
wouldn't
Drake at
be
a
here
Joe Budden's
if it wasn't for
concert,
them.
Right,
rapping
right.
his lip. You know what I mean?
Big
Like,
him up
like
too,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's a whole like you can't.
You can't
Like
take away from
I
that.
think that because he's Drake and he's the biggest artist, arguably the biggest artist, but definitely the biggest rap artist in the world. You know what I mean? You know, now it's like, oh, I'm the biggest. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck you. You know what I mean?
I
But
want
it's
to
like,
say one thing.
go
I
ahead.
went to the Drake concert and it was trash.
Ooh.
The one with 21.
Just saying.
21.
I knew I didn't want to go
like
because I felt like it was gonna
not
be
it was not a
just
good
boring.
concert.
Oh,
I've seen Drake. That was my third time seeing him. I turned to other people and I said he needs to take a break because when you go to a concert in Atlanta, it is on another level. The kids on the floor are going crazy. People are falling asleep at his concert. The kids were not. They didn't know the lyrics. I mean, it was just. It was not a good concert. It was almost like he had.
I know.
I'm just being honest. It was almost
I
like
knew
he
it,
had
though. I didn't
10
wanna go.
different ideas and nobody told him no.
No.
They were
Oh
like,
my
okay, we're going to do everything you want to do.
I think that what happened, first of all, he didn't get to really none of the hits. So if you were to show, he did a bunch of songs that were like a bunch of like, if you like, you know, a bunch of like really fillers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
So
then
no
he didn't
hits?
really
He
get to
did
the
do
hits
some hits.
properly. And there's a DJ point.
That was the worst part of the
right
show.
where he
He sings. I'm like,
Well,
you
they
are
took-
not
well,
not
they
Usher,
took-
okay?
they took records that were like hit records, and they turned them into like these like almost like house
Ballads.
music ballad type thing.
Wait,
and he's
so it
singing
wasn't
over
even
it.
his song?
It was
No, his songs, but he
songs.
changed
He
and he was
remixed
singing.
them. You don't
So-
do that
Yeah,
live.
sing,
Like
sing,
nobody
sing.
wants to see. They
So
come
he's
to your
literally-
concert to sing your songs. You
So
don't
the
change
album is
them.
trash. The new album is trash.
I wouldn't
Okay,
say
okay.
that what
Because
you're
I wanted to get
No.
B's take on
100%.
that, like this 23 song
Yeah.
album. How do you feel
That's because
about
a
this
lot of people
body
are
of
saying
work?
negative reviews.
It's
I haven't
mixed.
listened.
It's mixed. It's mixed reviews.
Yeah,
overall,
it's mixed
right?
reviews.
Some people think it's the greatest thing. Some people
Greatest?
think it's. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who think it's phenomenal. I know a lot of people who think it's whack.
What do you think?
I am impartial to it because I listen to it like maybe 3 times, like trying to like work out. We're gonna work out, go on
Yeah.
the treadmill, listen to it, and it's just kind of like there. It's not like I don't hate it, but it's just kind of like, all right, this is background music. The only thing that was really, the only thing that really stuck out to me, I mean, he's spitting some shit on there if you pay attention.
For sure.
So it was like, okay, you getting clever with some, you know, he's always been clever with the wordplay. But ironically, and I hate to say this because this particular artist literally gets under my skin. I think that we're doomed as a culture because
Oh,
of
I
this
would love to
particular
know.
artist.
Yeah.
Sexy Red. I think that we're just, or what Fat Joe said, ski you. Instead of ski ye, he said ski you.
No, I did
put us
see
both
that.
together. Look at
that. He did.
The record was Sexy Red, and I guess the Atlanta in me
That's why I love that
admires
record.
that record. I'm like, oh, this the record's gonna jump out. And as a DJ, I listened to the whole album. As a DJ, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the record that's gonna jump out, right? This the record's gonna jump out. But his subject matter, I'm not mad at. Like as a songwriter, I think that the subject matter is is there, but you have to listen. Like everything is so just here.
Right.
It's
You know what I
always
mean?
there. That's what I
Yeah.
don't
With
understand.
23
Like
songs,
listen, that's my
I mean, it's
thing.
literally
Like
right
I
here,
don't,
like-
I would
Yeah.
never want to go to a Drake concert. I love his hits, but he is always there, and I am a true R&B, old school rap. Like I'm a '90s
With
like.
some energy.
Yeah.
You
Want
know what
some
I'm saying?
energy,
I
yeah.
want
But let
some
me tell
energy.
you,
so
Drake
that puts me to sleep. Just listen
get
to
it.
his album. Why would I go to his concert?
So
Drake
that
and
is-
Future was a good concert.
Now,
We
that
went
was
to
a
That was a
good
fight. That was
concert.
fire.
That was a fire.
That was
That was
different.
fire.
That's
You're gonna
different.
have Futures.
That's, yeah.
And Drake's
So-
gonna have to compete.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
Future coming with
the
the Future is
energy.
not bullshitting.
Like-
Future coming with them joints.
But let me tell
Drake,
you something.
you are not an R&B
21
artist.
did not have
Stop
the,
singing.
he doesn't have that same energy, but it's Atlanta. Do y'all know how hard they were going for 21 Savage
yeah,
at that
they love
concert?
21.
But I still feel like they didn't go.
Yeah.
It wasn't even. It just still didn't feel like.
No, it didn't feel
It didn't feel like-
monumental.
Monumental. It felt like
this
okay,
was-
21's up
and
there.
this was a Drake and 21 tour, right?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like 21 was on the tour.
He was supporting the act. It was all
Right.
Drake and like maybe this much of 21.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Towards the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so you brought up a point that made me think of something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's one of Brittany's hot topics, but I'm
It
just throwing
is.
it out there.
Just throw it out there. We just talk.
It is.
So, do you think that Sexy Red's sex tape
Production getting involved.
do you think that Sexy Red's sex tape will hurt her?
It absolutely hurt her.
Yeah. Really?
Crazy.
Why would it hurt her?
I think it hurt her too.
There's
And
so-
Stephanie put it in our group chat for us to view.
Literally. Unprovoked.
I
You
didn't
missed
even
it.
see.
So
You missed
hold
it.
on.
Yeah,
I wrote
It
that
was like,
beforehand.
good morning.
Good mornings.
Hold
Y'all are
on,
going to be
y'all.
mad at me, but here you
So
go.
unprovoked.
God bless.
Yes.
God bless. You
I
know.
think why it's hurt her is because I mean she's talking so sexual, like her pussy is
so
so
weak.
great, and it
So
was so
weak.
dry.
So
and
So weak. It was
But
so
then
weak.
she said something like
her booty hole was definitely brown.
Oh,
I
Wait,
didn't
you
get that
saw
far.
all of that?
I didn't
You
get
didn't
that
watch
far.
the sex tape?
I just saw some,
The booty hole is brown. It's all the back of her
It's
ass.
so. It's so.
Okay.
What did she? What color did she say her booty hole was?
Brown.
It's so
Brown.
weak.
Accurate on that.
That's
Okay.
accurate.
Oh, that's accurate. Okay.
I mean, she
Glad she didn't say it was
argued.
orange.
She was very offensive about this because a lot of people said, "Well, your pussy wasn't pink." So,
Oh, my God.
Oh, because she says
but
that.
she said that ain't the inside.
Oh, my God.
Well, your pussy wasn't pink.
They said that. She was mad. Y'all didn't see the rebuttal to
I didn't want to see the video, so I wasn't
Right.
looking up
I definitely didn't look.
Okay.
I
All I'm
heard
saying
about
is
it.
So
it's-
tell me why you think it was.
I'm just gonna tell you why it hurt her in the. I mean, and it's not gonna hurt her. I mean, ultimately, it's not gonna help her. But I don't think it's gonna hurt her. You expect.
I think that you don't like.
I
Low
hope it
key,
does,
niggas
'cause
was
I'm-
really wondering. I mean, I know she was
anyone.
horrible, but people
Niggas
were
was wondering what.
Sukiana.
like, I feel
Niggas
like
was wondering what
I'm
about
be,
who.
But listen, I'm gonna be
Her.
honest with y'all. Listen,
What?
so. You don't think that?
Let Janine go.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've heard a lot of these girls that be acting like they this and that. It's not even like that.
It's
Like
not
even like
that.
Sukiana, she not.
She's from
People be
Delaware.
mad.
Nobody from Delaware is
People be,
turned.
it's another girl too. I can't remember what her name was, but
Yo,
that's what I'm
that's
saying. They
funny
be
as hell.
acting like this
Sorry-
on social
Sorry,
media.
everybody from Delaware.
That's so
Right.
funny.
She's
I-
from fucking from Delaware. What's
really
happening in
crazy.
Delaware?
Listen,
No
they be acting
gangsters.
like this on social
Yeah,
media
that's
for the
crazy.
views and the followers, but they not really about that life. Like,
Yeah.
so it's not a surprise to me. Like, I mean, I know that she's hood and you know she got her whole thing there, but
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
gonna be some discrepancies there.
I mean, she's
come
from
on.
St. Louis. She's from the hood. That
She
girl-
real
that
hood. Y'all
girl
do not
hood.
understand. It's no.
She hood.
It's an
Like
act
East
with
St. Louis?
Suki Hana. It is no act
Sexy Red is
With
she's
Sexy Red.
I was about to
hood,
say
She's
it's
not
the Sukiana is
acting.
an act.
at
That's
all.
who she is, bro.
You're
I
That's
love
crazy.
it for her. I love that for her.
All I'm saying is that they put it in our group chat. And niggas
It was
was
a bad look.
like, ew.
But did you see the video?
We hit the green the green puke
green
face.
face.
Oh,
Yo,
dang.
what
Did you
the
see the
fuck is this?
video? Who wanted? But did you see the video where she was saying none of the rappers try to holler at me?
Yeah, she's right.
She was
She
like,
the homie.
yeah, she was like, they don't. But I'm cool with that because I don't want them kind of like coming at me like that
Yeah,
anyway.
niggas ain't
but-
trying to fuck with her.
So I don't think that I
For
think
real.
that the girls were really fucking with her because they love that hood shit. They want to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
They
I
want
mean,
to
I
like
don't
try
know
to
if
act
I
like
really
that.
want to get fucked after just getting Ruth Chris in the hotel.
I'm telling you what these hood
Wait a minute.
boogers.
Wait a minute.
Ruth Chris.
Wait
In the
They have
a
it in the
minute. Wait a
Nigga took her to the
minute.
Chris and then
Wait a
to the
minute.
Ruth
Wait.
and then took her to the
Wait.
Ruth.
But did
Wait a
nobody
minute.
want to see
Wait a
her
minute. Wait a minute.
on a sex tape?
This
This was a little homie.
Hold on.
This was a little homie.
keep
Go
getting
be
drunk.
No,
Go
the
be.
question I have. This is the question I have. She went to Ruth Chris Steakhouse
They
on a
ate.
date.
Right.
And Ruth Chris Steakhouse is good. It's good when
That's very upscale.
it's not upscale, but it's good.
That's hood upscale.
But
That's like real life.
did they talk about that? Did she talk about this? Like, I went to Ruth Chris and then she took me to the room.
Yeah, he told the whole story. He
sauce
was
in
just
my
like
bag, swag.
a little street nigga, and he took her to Ruth, and then he took her to the room, and he fucked her raw.
Who is this?
First of all, that's the thing. I was like, who is?
Who is this? And how do you know, Steph?
No, he
Talking
said
about
this?
anymore.
Are you
I
in
have
the group
no
chat?
I
idea.
keep my ears
To
to
the
the street.
streets.
I
Oh
told
my
y'all
God.
I went to street
Chicago University.
University. Okay.
Okay, and on that note, I think it's time for a shot.
Thank
Yes.
you. Oh, it's shot
Please.
at
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me get this guy.
Okay. Now you go.
All right.
Why you got 5 shots?
Now that you got the shots,
What
I'll
is-
just give y'all one
what
little
is in there? What
update.
is in
Carly
there?
Russell was found guilty.
Thank God.
How much time did they give her?
They didn't give her
They
much
didn't
time.
give
She
her
got like
yet.
6 months and
6
No,
months.
thought
I
it
think
was a
they're
year.
they're recommending a year,
No.
and she has to pay
$18,000
$18,000 in restitution.
I'm glad they're making an example out of her.
she's appealing, but she's
That's
gonna
like
lose
a
that.
Healing.
Yeah, she-
Okay.
Oh,
Did
You
cause
guys
all that
remember Carly
commotion?
Russell, right? She
Yeah.
was the one who did the disappearing act and, wasted all those resources
Yeah,
people were
lying
looking
and shit,
for her
stealing from the
Yeah.
in Alabama.
Acting like she was saw a little kid and toddler and
I am so happy that they're making an example out of her because I feel like they need to stop doing this dumb stuff. Like,
Yeah.
stop
Yeah,
playing
people
with
who
us,
really,
man.
people are
because
really
they're
out
people
here.
Yeah, we
They're
really out
dying
here.
and
And let me hide my letters real quick because I heard that that's what she.
Oh, she was an
She's about to get booted out.
Oh, no,
Come
she
on,
is.
we
She is.
gonna-
No, she
Oh,
is.
good.
They did.
Okay,
They
great,
did.
great.
Okay,
I
what's
was about
the
to say we
shot?
about to come together and
Yeah, they booted out.
and get this done.
Let's get this shot
shot,
popping.
Janine.
What's
All
in
right,
there?
this shot. Hold on, let's pass them down. So in
The spirit of.
in the thank you, Joy. I was about to say it. In
Don't
the
be
spirit.
telling my ingredients
I'm not telling your ingredients.
because you're gonna tell the ingredient that's in the shot.
I said in the spirit of homecoming,
Oh,
bitch. In the spirit of homecoming, not Stephanie's famous sangria. We got a little bit of. See, you gonna give it away yourself. Now I really can't.
Yeah.
We got a shot.
We're gonna call it. Last time we had apple pie limonade. Today we're gonna have peaches and cream. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
In our little bitty solo cup, so we got a little bit of peach simple syrup. We got some bourbon in there, and we got some sour mix. Okay. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes.
I'm
Okay,
good.
great.
Let's make it happen.
So let's pass these down.
So,
guys.
like, in the spirit of homecoming.
Grab it and pass it around.
In the
Thank
spirit
you.
of homecoming as well, what's one liquor like y'all can like remember? Like y'all used to go hard.
Ooh, from
in
homecoming.
college?
What, in college?
Oh, I was a crown girl.
I'll go ahead and say mine was Everclear.
I didn't drink in
Yo,
college.
what the
You didn't
fuck?
drink. When did you start?
I did not drink in college. I did not have
What?
one drink in college. Yeah.
You was like, what is it, summa cum? I mean, what is it?
Summa cum laude.
Summa cum?
No, I wasn't,
Ain't that
but-
hard?
yeah.
So when did you
Wow.
start drinking?
Like
you
my
became
21st
21?
birthday.
Yeah.
I started
are
college
so
at 17.
good.
And when did
I
you
love
start?
it.
Same.
Huh?
And when did
started
you start
drinking.
drinking though?
I don't
Mad
know.
Dog 20.
Amaretto sour.
That's the first
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah, that was
My
my first
first-
drink.
But she like Keith. Keith didn't start drinking until he was like 25.
Yeah.
That was
My
definitely
first drink
same.
for real, I was 21. Like we had something before I turned 21, like we're homecoming.
Yeah.
Homecoming, and this guy was, a roommate of mine. His brother was a Q dog, and they came to our house and they brought. It was a bottle. That shit just said vodka on it. It wasn't no name brand. That shit just, it was a white label
And
vodka.
that sounds like college.
And this boy, and he had a big ass 2-liter orange soda, just said orange soda on it, and was like, drink up. So that's the first time I ever had like a drink, and it was so strong that I'll never drink again. But then my 21st birthday, there used to be a club out here back in the day. I'm definitely aging myself.
Right.
I would love to know.
There's a club out here called the Chili Pepper back in the late 90s that was popping, like crazy,
Like
right?
red hot?
And my man Jarrell used to do the club, and my 21st birthday, got there. Denzel Washington was there. Nas was crazy. Get to the club, and he just started giving me bottles of Moet. Just bottles of Moet. And I never really drank like that.
Oh my
So I'm like, so it was me and my boy Scooby who passed away. Me and boy Scooby, he's passing us bottles of Moet. I'm just drinking like, oh, this tastes like, you know,
Like
it's
juice.
sweet, whatever. I'm drinking bottle after bottle after bottle after bottle. I drank like 4 bottles of champagne by myself.
I know you
bro,
would talk.
yo, all I know is that I was like on the dance floor, dancing with some girl or whatever. So I remember I was dancing with some girl, and then next thing I know, I was walking out the club, and I had like throw up on my shirt. It was terrible. It was a great and terrible night again.
That sounds fun.
I got so drunk that night that I skipped the hangover.
Yeah.
I got drunk, had hangover all in one night. So when I woke up, I didn't really remember much. I just knew that my man who drove me, a guy named Billy Calloway, who was my manager at the time, they said Billy was so upset with me because I threw up in the car. Like I threw up like on the, he had like a Lexus, like one of them big body Lexuses. I fucked his car up.
That's the worst.
They said he was mad as fuck.
That is disgusting.
I didn't have to pay for it. I was like, I'll pay for it, man. I'm sorry, but
Green throw up face on you.
yeah, I know.
If we had it
exactly.
back then.
When
Joy,
I
I
used to
can't believe
start
you still have a liver with that Everclear.
I know. I
That's
used
crazy.
to drink Everclear too.
That's crazy.
So one night I had Everclear and Hennessy.
Oh my
A
god.
mix.
I didn't want to live. I
You
didn't
didn't want to live.
Clearly.
You was trying to die.
Yeah, I was super young, and some fucking guy was like, "Hey, let's have fun."
He needs to be wanted.
Right. What kind of fun was he
Wow.
trying to have?
Bitch, I think I died and came back.
I
Like,
believe
seriously.
it. The fuck?
You had to have.
Everclear.
Alcohol
Hennessy.
poisoning.
You had
yo.
to have.
Crazy.
yeah, I was so sick. Oh, I was so sick.
I was-
then.
oh, go ahead.
I had a problem because I used to hang out with white people all the time. So
Yo.
I hung out, and they was doing butterscotch shots and shit, like all
Oh,
that. Buttery, no, buttery nipples.
Oh,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
So I
Those are
had
so
all
good.
these drinks and buttery nipples on top of it.
And
so
redheaded
it's like
sluts.
You talking
creamy.
about my
Redheaded sluts. Picklebacks.
I got-
love pickleback.
Yeah.
I got home one day and I was like, "Oh my god, the room is spinning."
Yeah.
That shit sounds
Right,
so
like-
terrible.
And I just like vomited all over the place. My boyfriend at the time, it came to the house and was like, it's just spinning. It's just spinning. I used to get fucked
That's
up
crazy.
on stupid white people shit.
I
Here we
think I
are.
had maybe 1 or 2 of those nights my entire life, and I started drinking young because I was just, partying like young.
It's really
But
you feel like you came from a very
Modest.
preacher
Strict.
kiddish
Modest.
girl.
Very
Wow,
modest.
so you was out here wilding like
I mean, my mama don't know how young I started drinking. Come on, like
telling.
that's what happens.
telling.
What happens is when you have their respect and their trust.
They give you.
You feel me?
Little,
They
little
give you a
leeway.
little,
Leeway.
so yeah,
Leeway,
little
yeah, it
leeway.
happens.
So,
I remember
anyways,
telling
I'm not gonna tell all my secrets, but I might have had 1 or 2
Which
of
is why
those
you
nights my
was
whole life, but
outside.
I knew better. Like I knew better because it's like I hated feeling that way. Still
Yeah.
to this day, I do not like feeling
I
like
hate
out of
those.
control.
I do
Yeah.
too. I hate
So
throwing
when
up.
I know my limit, but let's take the shot.
Yeah, 4 shots later.
Let's
Cheers.
do it. It's
Cheers,
5
cheers,
shots
cheers,
today.
5
5 shots today.
5 shots later, shit.
Good sex for 7 years.
Oh.
Okay, that was good.
Oh, that's good.
See, it wasn't.
You know what it is? It's that pink simple syrup that we
It
found
does.
out.
It does.
That's
It's-
good,
it
Jen.
does.
Yeah.
Hey, but Jenny always make good drinks, though. Y'all always make good
You
drinks.
know what I'm talking about?
Are we ready?
All right, Joy is up.
Shot o'clock. We had to do this game because we had B on.
Like we had a whole new game, but
We did. But because of this, we had to do culture karaoke.
Oh
Culture
yeah.
karaoke.
I'm
Ready?
excited.
Because we low key feel like B gonna be
As
this,
ready as I ever
this
be.
damn
Of course
game.
he is.
Yeah,
Of
he's
course
gonna
he
win.
is.
All right.
So how is the format
So
tonight?
the way that we're going to play this is, how
I don't remember how this
I
goes.
don't remember.
You
asked all of us, right?
Right.
You led the game and just.
I thought it was one at a time. Or
one
no?
at a time.
Oh.
Yeah.
You dropped a card.
It's okay.
Yeah,
we got plenty.
Yeah. Okay.
Who wants to start?
Who wants to start? Should we start with?
Start with B.
I'll start.
Right.
Let's start with B.
Fuck it.
Does he know
Okay.
what to do?
Yeah,
You got to
finish
give him
over
the
there.
rules. You got to tell him
What
what,
are the
to
rules?
do.
So I'm going to read off the
I'll
card.
just adjust in the mic.
Like, let's even give you just an example. This is a good example.
Is it adjusted?
Okay, 112 versus Jagged Edge. Perform a song by one of these R&B male
Are these
groups.
instructions?
This is an example because he's
Oh,
easily
yeah.
going to get this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an example. So this is how it goes.
All right.
Okay.
And so you have to perform one. You got to pick the song and then you got to perform
Perform
it.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's easy.
That's kind
It's
of
crazy
All
'cause,
of them
like-
aren't the same, but it's like that. You
Yeah.
perform something. Okay.
Okay. That's
Great.
cool.
I like this one.
I hate this fucking game.
I don't like how Joy goes through the
We love it
deck
for
and
you, though,
picks.
Steph.
we do.
We love it for you. Okay, B, you're first.
Okay.
Legacy Vibes. Perform a song by a late great artist who is no longer with us.
Who is no longer with
I
us?
know what he's gonna do. His famous song.
Who's no longer with us?
Yes.
There's so many.
Yes. Hopefully you get
I'm
me
gonna
the-
do.
We've
Wait,
been
no, you
I'm
drinking
gonna
too
do-
much for this sadness.
I'm gonna do one. Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why did they do it that way? Here we go. Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why did they do it that way? I'm not living that way. I'm not loving this way. Yeah.
That was good.
That was
I
great,
love
Brian.
That was so good.
I did that song in my American Idol audition. We'll talk about that another time.
Is there a copy of that
Long
somewhere?
time
I know
ago.
it sounds good though.
How
Long
old
time
were you?
ago. I was 20 something.
Okay, well, I got one just for you then.
Ooh.
Talent show
My
vibes.
turn. Okay, go ahead.
Talent show vibes. Perform a song that you loved in middle school, in high school,
That's
or your
great.
junior high school.
I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, then something takes over me. In a daze, your love so amazing, it's not a phase. I want you to stay with me by my side. Yes, that's like one of my
That's a good
favorite
one.
songs of all time.
There we go.
So good.
Hey guys, this is the part that I can't get. Like I know the song, but I can't like start the melody.
But you get to choose the
That's a
song.
lie because we start the song for you and
right.
you still don't.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Remember Genuine?
Seriously.
Yes.
I had to go to the hook for her in order for her to
Listen.
like we were like
Talk about some Birmingham.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so here you go.
Isn't
Steph.
that great in history?
Okay, it's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
Are you ready? True Legends. Perform an old school song by Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Al Green, or Luther Vandross. You guys,
Those
so
are
many
big
good
hits.
ones.
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
should we start her off?
Okay. Okay.
What song do you want to do?
Okay, so read it again.
Yo,
Wonder.
True
oh my God.
Legends. Perform an old school song by Stevie Wonder,
Didn't Stevie
Marvin
Wonder do
Gaye.
All My Children?
What?
All my children.
Oh my God. What?
That's a soap
Cut the
opera.
camera.
So, I mean, what's
Cut it again.
That's a soap opera.
Cut it
Speaking
again.
of We Are the World.
All of them did We
My
Are the
Children.
World.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of artists that did We Are the World.
I almost want you to sing it.
Right.
We Are the World.
We Are the Children.
We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start. There's a choice.
But notice, nobody is joining in with her.
I'm just shocked.
She knows the
You know the
We are
words.
not supporting this.
I mean, Stevie wanted to sing on it, but God damn, it was like a million people on that song.
Okay.
A million people on that song.
Sexual healing, how it goes.
How it go?
Sexual healing. And it's,
That's not right. That's not right.
When I get that feeling.
I was going into it.
Sexual healing.
Sexual
You was
Okay,
on the
yeah,
wrong.
healing is something.
That's good for me.
Okay, here we
You
go.
gotta have the right melody,
Nah,
bruh.
Okay,
Stephanie.
y'all, two songs.
That was awful.
We Are the
least
World
give us
is
Luther.
amazing. That's the best shit ever.
The fact that she knew
we
the
make a bad
words.
day. It's just you and me. That's the best shit ever. I'm ready.
At least
You don't
give
know
us
a Luther Vandross
At
song?
least give us Luther.
What's the one? No, he's the one, the sad one where he danced with his father.
No.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. That's when you play at weddings or something.
Oh, my God.
That's enough. That's enough.
I'm a chair is still a chair.
Oh, that's amazing.
Even if there's
She don't know
no
that song.
one.
Yeah, 2 songs. I gave y'all 2 songs.
I can't.
No, We Are the World is the best one.
Brittany,
I don't think we can beat that one.
I'm a do.
I am literally crying because, first of all,
Yeah.
she gave us the most positive song in the world.
She did.
We
should have held hands and do
We
it.
should do it.
She knows the words.
All my children.
We are the children. We are the ones to make a better place. So let's start giving. I got
the
you. I
words,
got
Joy.
you, boo.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me.
I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you.
Oh, God.
That was good.
I'm
Sex
loving
and
because
chocolate.
she
Drop
called
your
the
mic.
song All My Children.
Yeah.
And it just hit me.
Right. All
we
my
are
children.
the world, we are the
Are
children.
my children.
That's where All My Children.
Do y'all know?
What?
Wait. Do y'all know that All My Children is a soap opera?
Yes.
But I'm saying we are the world, we are the children. It's crazy. All My Children is crazy.
Brittany's turn.
Oh, God.
Ladies first.
Okay.
Perform a song by Escape, SWV, or TLC.
Oh, sure.
Let's see.
Look at all of us.
Which one do I want to do? SWV, Escape,
Or
or
TLC.
TLC. Don't
Go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
There we go.
Hey, hold up. I seen
Seen
the
a
rainbow
rainbow
yesterday.
yesterday.
Too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not one God.
Hold up.
Hey. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm drawing for you? Let's see.
Oh, man.
Ooh,
Try to choose from my eyes. No more lonely cries.
LOVE, perform a song about being deeply in love.
Ooh.
I feel like you had this one last
I
time.
feel like
Okay,
I
let me
did.
give you another one.
I think that was one. I remember having that.
Okay, pre-gaming, perform a song that you play while getting dressed to go to a party.
She can't sing what she played to get dressed.
Yeah, let's ski.
And then trying to give me a Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
there it is.
Absolutely.
And there
What's the other
it
one?
is. Yeah.
All right. Fuck you mean?
Yep.
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 I don't know why the lyrics just never come to me.
Yeah.
Just the hook.
Because you're on the spot.
Another round or
Do y'all want another round?
Oh, whatever y'all want.
We'll give Brian one
Yeah.
more.
I'm on
Okay.
your time.
Yeah.
I'm on your time.
Smooth R&B. Perform a song by Avant, Carl Thomas,
Oh.
John B, or Donnell Jones.
Let me get ready.
But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad that I wanna leave. She's crying her heart to me. How can I let this be? I just need time to see
I used to hate that song.
where I wanna be, where I wanna be.
I feel like I was going through a little breakup when that song came out and I
harmony.
hated it.
Yeah.
That though, that is a really good song to take us into this relationship segment.
Oh,
I forgot about that segment.
Actually,
I love this.
I love the fact that just took me here because with our special guest being Mr. B himself, my big brother B.
my babies.
I just want to know, because I'm giving you this today. We're
Okay.
gonna chime in, but this is for you because we need some insight
Okay.
on how this works.
Let's talk about it.
You're the first guest. Not only are you the first guest, but you're the first male on our show.
Yeah, we're in it.
So we want a little insight into, why is it?
You ready with sangria?
It's
We
getting
do have more
real.
sangria.
Okay, so before I get to the question for you, I want to say this real quick. Growing up in predominantly white schools, in predominantly white neighborhoods, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. I mean, don't get it wrong, I was very poor, but I was around a lot of white people.
Yeah.
But it was like we, from childhood and in high school and college, we saw that the thing was you find your partner and you get married, and that's what you do. Like, white people understood, like, it's the tax breaks, it's the building our credit together, foundation, making sure we married long enough to make sure we have enough for our kids. Yeah. I want to ask you, as a black man, especially in the industry, why do you think that in our black community, our black men don't find their partners early on? It's like they wait until
fantastic question.
Things are like, they wait until they're like getting older and settled and not building with someone the way that the other community does.
It's a fantastic question.
So what do you think that is? Like,
it's crazy because it's something I've pondered the past maybe a couple months of, like, this year actually, like thinking like, okay, I'm 45 years old, I'm single, and just like, thinking about why is that, trying to peel back the layers of the reasoning for that, right? And I think that there's number one, there's a bit of programming that happened to a lot of us in the 90s growing up. You know what I mean? When you grew up without a father. So you're already programmed that doesn't even seem like it's something that's even possible, right? A lot of our mothers didn't get remarried, right? And then if you're raised with a tribe of women, like I was raised by a tribe of women, my mother, my aunties, I had a few uncles, there. A few of my aunts were married, but not a whole lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't visualize that or see that in access, right? You don't even realize you're being programmed. You know what I mean? You don't even realize that, okay, I'm being programmed to always, no disrespect, always put my mom first, no matter where life takes me. So then you would ask somebody, like in my early 20s, somebody asked me where would I place my mom, my wife, or my child. You know what I mean? In my early 20s, my mom would still be number one, right? Because that's just if you were, and it's not, and it's not even no fault to her. It's just what you see, right? And then we put these kind of like interesting expectations. Like, okay, my mother did she did a lot. You know what I mean? She worked her ass off. She raised me. My mom was in a car accident, almost died, lost her left arm. Went back to work, you know what I mean? Made sure I graduated high school, all these different things, right? And we say, the way that I internalized that, right? And I literally just recognized this recently. The way I internalized that was, I need to be a strong woman. I need to be a woman that can, because my mom went to work, came home, cooked, made sure I was good.
Not
she was at the school.
She didn't do that from choice.
Not realizing that
Right.
if she had
Survival.
it her way,
Right.
if she could have had it another way, if my mother could have had, if my dad had stepped up and was a man and what it did, God bless him, he passed away. All these things really came to me after my father passed away. You know what I'm saying? If my father was in my life, or if there was a man that, and my mother didn't have to be hard. It didn't have to be like, you know what I mean? It might have a whole different effect on me.
A woman can't really teach you how to love a woman. You need a man really to
1,000%.
show you
1,000%.
what that looks like.
1,000%. So
Yeah.
what happens is we tend to be attracted to a certain kind of woman, right? And what we feel like we need in that woman, right? The strength, the personal step up, control your life kind of situation. We say we don't want that, but that's really what we want because that's what we knew when it came to our mamas and our aunties raising us. But you pick a woman who's not that, and then you be like, where's your ambition? What you doing with your life? What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's, I just wish that my aunts and my mom and the people who were in my life during that raising me were allowed to be soft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We didn't have a choice.
Like I
Black
didn't
women.
see
you didn't
softness
see softness.
in women, right? So what happens is when you grow up, one or two things that happen. Either you're gonna seek softness, right? And you're gonna really go head first and like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna grow with somebody because I don't want to live like that. Or in my case, it was really interesting because I became successful at a young age.
Yeah.
So you're not even really developed, like personally. Like you just, you know what I mean? At 18, 19.
And then you have all these options.
You're not even developed. It's like, okay,
Right.
then you make a hit record, 2 hit records, and then you get a deal on it. I was just literally talking to Chris, my manager Chris, about this earlier today. You get a deal on it, Chris gave me a deal when I was 19 years old that was worth $950,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
At 19.
20 years old,
Right.
$950,000 deal. So you like, your advance is like $400,000.
Yeah.
Right.
I had never seen $2,000.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's and if the person you trust the most is your mom at this point, when I'm 20 and I'm dating somebody who I was in love with at the time, there was no room for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because she's 19
Yeah.
and I'm getting the check for $950. She
Yeah.
can't even wrap her mind around $950.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no room because I'm like, well, I can't trust you. You only 19.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So my mom.
my mom was going to want, you know what I
mom
mean?
in this, yeah.
And I'm gonna call my mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's literally, I think that that's a lot of the black men experience. Now, I'm not saying everybody because there are other black men who I know who grew up and they knew what they wanted. They got like my god brother Jamel married his high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
They've been married. They're still married to this day.
Let me ask you this: is his parents married? No, parents.
No,
weren't
actually,
married?
he actually grew up in the same circumstance I grew up. His mother was
Okay.
a single mom. He actually ended up having to take care of his mother and his brother, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But he just really was like, I'm going completely against.
That's usually how it goes. Though.
Right.
Yeah, it's either
You either run towards her
towards
or you
away
run
from it.
completely
Yeah.
away from it, right?
Yeah.
But I think that was like our parents' mindset because our grandparents, like I mean, like the fucking baby boomers never did anything different than what their grandparents, like their mothers,
They definitely
and
have
stuff,
it, yeah.
right? Like
Totally.
So
Or-
if you
or-
think about it, like my grandmother, I mean, she had her husband, and my parents, I mean, my mom and like her siblings, actually grew up with both parents in the household. But it was like,
A disaster.
if you listening to my grandmother, she is
wasn't
like
happy.
the hoodest. My grandma's so hood. Like,
Really, Steph? Huh? Surprising.
It is
you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but she's hard, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel so. All of my aunts and mom and uncles are just as hard, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna take it a step
Chicago.
further. I'm gonna take it a step further.
Yeah.
Let's take it a step further. I think that all of that is by design. That's a whole nother
Oh
thing,
no.
right? You think about
Don't.
Yeah.
Sure,
Right.
right.
I agree.
You don't
It's
wanna
definitely
go-
by
yeah.
design.
yeah, we talk about our grandparents,
Even
right?
taking our parents out of the household,
You know,
even taking our men out of the household in the 70s.
The 70s was a terrible
Yeah.
time for like that kind of
I
shit.
mean, and
You know
typically
what I mean?
all our
Family
parents grew up
period.
in some type of projects, and
Yeah.
grandparents
Or
were
a
like
parent
Some
on
type of-
drugs,
Yeah.
or They
So
can-
all that shit is by design. You know what I
it
mean?
is.
So it's like really,
is.
it's up to us to recognize. And I'm keeping it real too, y'all. Therapy is
I was just gonna ask you what cycles are you breaking with that?
yeah.
Like,
Therapy is
what are
what
you
therapy
doing?
is what actually made me think about
Think
these
about it,
things.
make
Like,
you
oh,
aware of
yo,
it.
wait a second. I'll never break this cycle if I don't talk about it. If I don't really,
If
really
you're not
try
even
to
aware of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, if you're not even aware, like things I wasn't even aware of,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you have to say, yo, like, how do we break the cycle, right? For me, I was really concentrated on breaking the cycle when it came to my child, breaking the actual cycle of not being a father to my kids. So for me, I didn't even really contemplate or think about the concept of like breaking the cycle when it comes to building a family.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I had a son, and for me, it's just literally that's where my mind went
Right.
to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm going to be there for my son. I'm going to raise him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the idea of even being with his mother didn't even really cross my mind.
I feel like
You know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of
It's like that's the thing.
yeah.
That's the difference between, you know, between the between the cultures. You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like a lot of our black men, they don't even understand the concept of building the family, right? Because like you said, they haven't seen it. But it's also a situation where they don't understand that they're always trying to get it because we don't have it, right?
That's a fact.
And don't understand
It's a
that when
fucking
you
fact.
bring in the right partner to help you build it, you're gonna get there even faster.
Now,
Like
I feel you, but
Yeah.
here's the dilemma, right? And because on one side, the black man trajectory, right, that we're talking about, there's also the black woman trajectory, right?
About to get
And
yes.
a lot of times, if you can't even identify a person that can bring something to you that will help you build, right?
You're
You can't
looking
even
for a certain
identify
type
it.
of man.
You know what I mean? Like as a black man, sometimes, especially in this like
Yep.
era of whatever's happening in the world, from like 2000 to now, the past 20 something years, if you like, it's a lack of trust. You know what I mean? And then what happens is it's a vicious cycle. Because literally,
it really is.
No,
It is.
no,
It is.
it's a vicious
Because
cycle.
it's like,
Okay, break
who
it down.
begot who? It's the like
It's so like if I'm
Catch
looking at
22.
you
Right.
saying, I don't know, can I trust her with my shit,
Business,
Life.
everything.
right?
Yeah.
With everything,
livelihood, yeah.
right? And you, for 20 years, been saying, yo, you can trust me. I'm gonna take care of you.
20 years?
I'm going. No, I'm
He's
saying
just
the
giving it
black
all.
woman
Yeah.
in
Okay,
general.
gotcha,
I'm not saying
okay,
you personally.
okay.
I'm saying the black woman in general. It's saying, yo, I've been here. I'm around waiting for you. I'm riding for you. I'm sitting here. I'm with you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's over and over and over. So after a while, right?
Yeah.
The generation of people or couples, they start having kids, and those kids grow up, and maybe they grow up in a household or that's fragmented. Maybe they grow up in a household where the parents are married. Maybe they grow up in a household where family is not like as prominent, right?
Right.
Then what happens is it turns into, well, I watched my mama do that.
It does.
I ain't doing that.
It does.
I
I
ain't.
ain't doing that. But then
Yeah.
the other side of that is you
And then men
kind
lose
of
trust.
fall into
Yeah.
doing the same things that
You
your
do.
mom did.
You
Okay,
do.
Because
so
you don't see a better example.
I have a
do.
question.
Yeah.
So you're saying, okay, the black woman is there, like you could trust me, I'm riding for you. Typically, most black women are riding
Yeah.
for you, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So can you speak on why, when you guys usually get wealthy, black men
Go to the
turn
other side.
to white women who ain't riding for you and who gonna take everything you motherfucking got?
Because white women have been groomed and had families and understand how to move that money and invest it right and do all of these things. And the black man,
They see
sees
value in
that.
that. They see value in that. It's terrible. but
and
they
they
see
don't
value in
think that we can because we haven't grown up to learn those things.
And not just that too,
And so
right?
they go to that stability. I
she gonna
swear.
take-
Of course.
Right? I mean,
Oh,
okay.
hold on, not just that. Not just that too. Not just that. Okay, so for me, I enjoy a spicy conversation. I enjoy a little bit of spice in my life. So you talk a little shit, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying?
Culture.
Because I'm gonna talk shit back to you. Like you called me early, and I was like, "Yo, calm down. Like chill out." Bro.
Right.
You know what I'm
like that
saying?
though. I like when somebody
chill
gotta
out.
put
You know what I
me in
mean?
my place.
Like
Okay.
chill out. Like I get
it's
it.
a
Like
little
I like
sexy to
I
me,
like
just
a
so you
little
know.
spice in my life. You know what I mean? When we talk about that culture,
She did have to walk away and take a little time out.
yeah, we be
I
talking.
didn't have to take a time out.
Yeah, I was like, calm down, like chill, go away. You know what I mean?
And was so calm with it. That's
Just chill
what's
out. Just chill
that's
out.
what's attractive. The
He really
calmness.
was so calm.
Calm
Because
down.
I seen the
Calmness.
FaceTime.
Right.
He was, chill out.
Just calm down.
Chill
yo.
out.
Like,
Just chill out.
It's all
I
good.
told
was
y'all
like-
he was gonna do
I
that
was
though,
like,
because he
ooh.
knows her.
So,
Chill out.
but I'm saying for what you said about black men turning to that side, right? The
white side.
The other half of you, Stephanie.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
not
So,
forget.
What I'm saying is, in that case, those women are, for the most part, are extremely non-confrontational, extremely non-problematic on the surface.
About to say,
No, hear me out. On the surface, they're extremely smart and and crafty, super crafty.
For sure.
And we feel like, and also,
I have to tell y'all this story. Go ahead, please.
And another thing too is, the black man's prize. Like, what's the black man's prize? Like, we were slaves, and we couldn't even.
So you want to go to the slave owner?
I'm not saying.
Okay, y'all, we got 5 minutes.
Listen, no,
5
but
minutes.
listen,
I'm
I
just
have
saying,
to say that
Get
Five
y'all, wrap y'all's
you
points
said,
up.
you said that they're very crafty. Listen, I will never forget this. I was probably early 20s. I used to work with these white girls at this boutique, and I hope they know. Anyways, it don't matter.
What's the name of the boutique?
Yeah, it's a long time ago. And one of the girls was sitting there, and she was telling a story about she was about to go to All-Star Weekend, right? And her mom knew that she was about to go to All-Star Weekend, white girl, right? And she was telling the story about, she came back and told us the story about her weekend and how she had hung out with Michael Jordan and they exchanged numbers and all this stuff. She had a really good time, like da-da-da-da. And so she started telling the story. She was like, yeah, my mom, before I went, she knew I was going. She sat me down and showed me all of his games and told me the story about when he had the flu. And
Not the
played.
flu game.
Listen, yes, the flu game. Listen, sat me down and told me
shoes.
about.
Yes.
Sat me down and told me about the game where he had the flu and all of the details, and said, if you meet him, tell him about this and how much you admire him, and watch what happens.
Strategy. It's a motherfucker.
And guess what? She ended up being, I don't know if she was more, but she was really cool with him and like got right up in there. Like her
strategy,
mom groomed
strategy.
her for the weekend to know what to do.
They have,
And I sat there and I was like,
they have a better understanding of strategy. Always. How do you think this a small group of people? Like, look at the world, right?
yeah.
Look how
Yeah, that's all.
Look, you know what I'm saying? But look at the world and look at how much this small group of people went
Right.
around the world and conquered
it.
They're the
very
greatest
for
at
real.
strategy.
They conquered it by stealing it.
But
That's
that's
they
his
point.
found shit.
But no,
But
I
strategy.
didn't say about fine. I said conquered. I said conquered.
Definitely did.
You know what I mean?
Every time I see movies like Avatar and like anything like
It's
that,
strategy.
it really makes
They are the
it
greatest
upsets me
strategists.
because I can see
Fucking
even
barbaric, like
even
from,
in the movies
because
how
the
they come and
motherfuckers
take
are from the
everything.
Caucasus Mountains. Okay, just don't ever forget
What?
it.
Y'all.
Okay, we went
I
all
just
the way
want y'all to
left.
know that
All
Stephanie
right,
is
y'all, I'm
half
sorry.
white.
Right.
I'm speaking. I'm
If you didn't
telling
know,
history.
no, that's why I love it. I love the fact that you are speaking your truth and you are half of this. So it's
Yeah.
not like it's some racist shit. You're like, this is what you are.
Yeah,
But
from
if-
the Caucasus Mountains.
Okay, Stephanie, great. If we had to sum this up. If
Right.
we had to sum
Right.
this up, B, it really boils down to community, not awareness, not really being able to see the example.
But it's an
So
example. I mean,
you didn't see the
ultimately,
example.
and examples I did see, right? So I hold on to those examples like heavy, right?
Yeah.
So like the people that I did see, like my Auntie Cheryl, my Uncle Ricky,
Mm-hmm.
or if I see like my Uncle Tommy and my Auntie Diane, or like if I see people who I knew, or like my homeboy JQ and his wife Vivian.
So you got it in you.
You know what I mean?
You just ain't
No, it's just
chose.
He just hasn't executed.
no, but also no. It's I hold on to those ideas, and I'm working on myself
I
to
think
know
that he
that
has
those
that. I
ideas
think that he's just.
it exists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know
but
it
guess
exists.
what? You're 45 now.
I don't.
Why is there pressure
I don't
on the
live-
age of people?
But my
No,
point
hold
from
on,
the
hold on.
beginning was
No, hold on. Before
why we wait
hold
so
on,
long
hold on. Before we
to
start,
find this.
before we get there,
Yeah.
7 years ago, I was getting married.
Okay, that's what I've
So
been
let's
waiting
not.
on.
So let's
Oh,
not.
I didn't know.
That's what I've been waiting on.
Let's not play with it. Like
Yeah.
7 years
Yeah.
ago, before we started doing Ladies of R&B, before me and Keith started doing a party.
She fucked up.
That's
I
what
was in a
brought y'all
relationship.
together, man. I
was in a
remember all
yeah.
of
That's
that.
what brought us together. I
Yes.
was in a relationship.
Yeah, she fucked
I
up.
bought a house.
I
I was
know this.
getting married.
How
it was
was
happening.
I'm just learning this
You
today?
know what I'm saying? And it didn't happen.
And it was on her.
I had the
She over there
greatest.
sick than a
I had the
motherfucker.
greatest heartbreak of my life.
She probably
you know
gonna be
what I mean?
watching this. You
So-
sick than a
so-
motherfucker.
Bitch, you fucked up and you sick than a motherfucker. I know you want her back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in closing,
We're
I
closing.
just
Sorry, Ryan.
sorry, Ryan. We're
love
gonna
it.
wrap it up right there.
Thank you for coming.
I do have like one little last thing because I'm just curious to know. What I gotta take it like psychological, and this sangria is really in my system.
Oh, this shit-
y'all.
I'm telling you,
It
shit is
ain't gonna
real.
Hold you.
That shit good as hell.
I'm gonna choose between these two questions. your most recent fear you've overcome, and then the greatest advice someone in the industry has given you.
The greatest advice someone in the industry
Okay, so
has
answer
given
that.
me.
And then who is this follow-up
So
with that?
the greatest advice that anybody gave me in the industry was given by actually my manager, Christopher Hicks, early on in my career. He said, live like you don't got no money.
Ooh.
Right? Let me tell you
I
this
don't
crazy.
have
I
none,
love
and
that.
I be.
Elaborate.
So what I'm saying
That's
is,
white people all day
I
long.
got
That's
a
great
check,
advice.
right? Like I said, we negotiated this deal. I did this deal, this 3-year deal. They'll pay me $950,000 over a 3-year period. And
Was that any money back then? Like now,
Back then,
like,
yeah.
no.
What is the
back
money?
Then, like, is that money significant money now?
yes,
No.
it is.
Yeah,
Still.
still.
To me, that's still
After
money.
taxes?
Still.
No, I agree. I'm just
What
saying.
is the equivalent
After
now, if you had to guess?
If I $950,000, I would say it's like a $500,000.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right?
After
About half a
taxes?
meal.
Yeah, if you get now, I mean, I don't know.
Come on.
It would be way more
What I'm
money
saying,
than that now.
I did this deal. Chris had made this deal for me. I made $950,000. Right?
Yeah.
He said, "Live." Actually, I didn't. I made $400,000 because I got an advance, and then spread the rest of it out. You know, and he told me, "Live like." He said, "Brian, live below your means, man. Don't."
Did you take the advice?
Of course not.
Right. No.
Not it. Not it.
I'll
Yeah,
let you finish on this
yeah, of course
stuff.
not.
Oh,
You
so
crazy?
interrupted.
I went the opposite. Crazy.
Magic City,
Yeah.
baby.
I went the opposite way. Back in those days,
usually
it wasn't Magic City. It was Gentleman's Club. It was I went the opposite way. I bought me a Benz. I went crazy. But what I'm saying is that advice, when shit started going really bad
Yeah.
and my money was really fucked up, his voice was so loud.
Yeah.
It was so
it came
loud.
back to you.
And I know Chris, you know, 'cause me and Chris talk all the time, so he's not the kind of guy to be like, I told you so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if I needed help, he would help me. If I Chris, I need like 10,000 to like, you know, and he'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, well I'm
What
going
did
money
I
back.
tell you though?
You know, we're going money back,
live
you know.
amongst
Yeah.
But just
So,
Yeah.
so the advice
the
is
advice is, yo, if you're making money, if you're getting money,
Live like
right?
you ain't got none.
act like you
Listen,
got that.
I know
Like
the
white
flex look good. You know what I mean? I know the flex look great. I know the flex. I know your girl like to get the Van Cleef shit.
Yeah.
I know you like
We
the.
do.
I know all that shit look really, really great. You know what I mean?
I live like I have no.
I know
have a
it.
Van
And I'm not saying that those things are bad. I think that you do nice things for the people that
Yeah, this
take
was
care of
Christmas.
you.
This was Christmas.
You know what I mean? But
birthdays and hop and
yeah, you do.
and
Yeah,
anniversary and shit.
you
Like,
do.
you gonna make that
Yeah,
back.
yeah. You do nice things for your lady. You do need, you know. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to. You have nothing to prove.
Absolutely.
Like in my space, it's like I remember went through a spell where I was like buying mad jewelry. I bought a Bentley. I was just outside wilding, and for me, it was because I was.
They were popping back then.
Yeah, I had the first Continental Spur in Atlanta, and that's me flexing like, nigga, I got the Continental Spur pulling up to the club. You know what I mean?
Pulling up to the club
And-
flexing.
He used to go to the W and he did not use his name also.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's end it here.
Right.
So she gonna start.
That was amazing.
The secret's starting
Amazing
to come out.
advice.
Thank you so much.
Amazing
Live like you have money,
topic.
guys.
Brian, we have really, really, really
Thoroughly
enjoyed
enjoyed
you.
it.
Peacefully chill.
Today. We appreciate you.
God damn.
Cheers,
Oh,
guys.
cheers, God,
Till
dog.
next time.
Cheers. I hope we don't have any enemies after this episode.
I mean, it is what it is. So.
Jesus.
That was good.